let me say something. I've been watching wrestling since I was about 7 or 8 years old, right? Since 98 or 99. My cousins even got me into wrestling. I didn't know what it was at a point. We would be outside, they would be in the grass calling out moves that they were doing to each other, like choke slam, douche. You know, I'd be making the sound effects when you would be wrestling with your cousins or playing with the toys. It was like that. I didn't know what they was doing at the time, though. I'm like, what is y'all doing? They start naming the name of the wrestlers. Big Show, Undertaker, The Rock, Stone Cold. And it took for one night of me watching it with them on TV for the first time. I remember the first match I remember seeing was Rock and Mick Foley pink slip on a pole match. Been watching it ever since. So fast forward, I remember the majority, if not all. I consider myself a wrestling historian, even if I don't watch it as much as I did, right? I remember the majority of the biggest moments from my childhood up till now. Like, it's moments that stand out that really stand the test of time, bro. I've been watching John Cena specifically for what? His whole career. I remember when he came in, I was one of the people who, was on the bandwagon of the Doctor of Thugonomics. I'm like, oh, this is a little bit different right here. I seen him win his first title. WrestleMania 21. Boom, the legend of Cena begins. Turned into something we didn't know. We did not know what we was about to get when he got that first championship win, bro. Watched him turn into the C Nation leader, a.k.a. the goody two-shoes John, that a lot of folks grew tired of, the one that won the title no matter what situation he was in, no matter who he was going up against. He was just back to back, bro, stayed with that belt. Super Cena is one of the names they used to call him. He really was like the PG era Hulk Hogan. You couldn't touch him. And the damn man could not do no wrong. It got to the point where it was like, this babyface Cena is super repetitive. Where's the edge, man? Where's the aggression? We need to see a heel version of this character, of this man. It got to be like a dream for an average fan. It was something that you actually hoped and prayed for. It was like that. I come from an era where it was cool to chant for heels. You wanted the baby faces to lose. You got tired of them. When it became apparent, like, okay, this man ain't never going to change. It's not going to happen. I was about to give up. And then the closest it looked like it had came to happening was when him and The Rock started doing their thing. They had their match, WrestleMania 28, where he had lost. And the following Monday, there was a promo from the man and everything. And it was like, okay, this could possibly be it. This might be the heel turn we've been waiting for. He even teased it. He's messing with the crowd and the folk watching at home. He says something like, could this finally be the day when I finally lash out at the WWE Universe? Everybody on edge of their seat. Yeah, do it. And then he says, that ain't gonna happen. It was a letdown. It was like, damn, if there was a time for the great Cena to turn mad and start acting a fool, then surely losing to The Rock at WrestleMania was the perfect time. What could do it if that didn't? I gave up. I said to myself, I'm no longer holding my breath for that. If he does, he does. If not, he doesn't. Whatever, bro. You used to get mad at the thought of it not happening. But look how it come around, though, bro. Look how it comes around, though. After 20 years of watching this man, he comes back to do the last time tour thing or whatever they're calling it. I'm not going to lie. I felt some sort of emotion knowing this was going to be John Cena's final year actually wrestling. His final Royal Rumble, his final Elimination Chamber, his final WrestleMania, his final Raw, SmackDown, his final year of competition. I found myself rooting for him. I found myself rooting for him to get that 17th title win. I was disappointed that Jey Uso had won the Rumble instead of Cena. I don't know what it is, but growing up watching these wrestlers from the time you're a kid to an adult, there's a certain emotion there because when you're growing up, when you're a kid, it's like they're role models to you. They're like heroes to you in a sense. So all those years hating Cena, all those years and me saying, oh, why won't he sit it down somewhere? I was on Cena's side completely. These are the last few matches this man will ever have. Looking back on all these years I used to watch him, got nothing but the utmost respect for him as a man, for everything he brought to the table, the moments that he did give. You look at it, you can look at it differently when you're a grown man versus you're a kid, right? You hate these characters or you like them when you're watching them as a grown man. It's like, yo, that they really was around for a long time on my TV. Elimination Chamber last night. John Cena wins, and for the first time in well over a decade, John is finna be in a title match at WrestleMania. You kind of felt it coming, right? But you wasn't quite sure, but it ends up happening. And here comes Cody. It's time for his decision to be made. Will he sell his soul to The Rock? Rock been fiending for Cody's soul, man. Here comes Cody, here comes Rock. Now, I will say the thought of John turning on Cody did pop up in my head, but only for a few seconds, for like a hot 5 seconds. Probably because my main prediction was Cody turning on John. I thought that they would go that route. But you never know with wrestling, man. It's WrestleMania season. You just never know. And this situation proves it. And just when you think you got it all figured out, sometimes they still can pull the rug from up under you. Just when you think you got it figured out. Cody tells Rock to F off. Folks go crazy. One of the first times in a long time you heard an F-bomb get dropped on a microphone at a pay-per-view. Dope moment, dope moment. Cody cussing Rock out, man. Tell him, get up out of my face, man. This is my soul. Get up out of here. Cody and Cena embrace. And when I tell you something did not feel right, it's like I know this pay-per-view is not going to have a happy ending without any controversy at all. This is WrestleMania season. Y'all about to go out like that with just a smile and no type of controversy. It's almost as soon as that thought pop up in my head, bro. We looking at Cena and we looking at Rock. We looking at Rock. We looking at Cena. And that look on Cena's face, even right before the camera cuts to Rock with the finger gesture across the throat, it's like, oh, now let me find out, John. Let me find out. And then bow. He get Cody right between his leg. A John Cena low blow in 2025? What? Oh, nah. Everybody taking it in. I can't believe it took 20 years for this moment right here. Yo, I was rolling, laughing and hollering, jumping up and down all at the same time. I felt like I was a kid all over again. And from there, seeing oh man, he just started whooping on Cody. He just started doing Cody up a job. He didn't whoop Cody, he whooped him. He wasn't whooping Cody, he was whooping him. Whooping on that man, he go get the Rolly. He go get the Rolex. Go upside the man with the Rolex in my Meek Mill voice. Rolly. Rolex upside the head, man. Starts pummeling this man. He gets the belt. Rocks Cody with the belt. Then he get the microphone and he boop right in the middle of the man's forehead or at the top of his head with the mic, man. And the look on John's face, it's like he's infuriated, right? You can't make this type of storytelling up. I mean, he put it on him. He laid it on this man. He started ripping open his shirt. Cody is busted open, looking pitiful. Michael Cole going crazy at the announce table, cussing, dropping S-bombs, acting a straight fool, man. And then here come Travis Scott, which I'm trying to figure out what in the world does he have to do with any of this? And out of all moments, like, just to add a little more prestige to the matter than there already was, I guess. Out of all people, why him? He started doing too much. He's slapping Cody on some, listen, this is the only time I'm going to get the chance to do this. I'm going to make the most out of it. You heard me? You end up seeing clips come out later on from different angles, and you can see exactly how hard he really slapped Cody, bro. Doing too much. He was really in the moment. Then Rock, with that big old Hulk Hogan belt across Cody's back, I know that damn thing be hurting. He even wipes Cody's blood on the belt. They did Cody bad, man. They did Cody bad. Then you see Rock and you see John standing next to each other. And it's like, look at how it come around though. Cena got his damn foot on Cody's neck. They leave the ring. Cody is left just looking a mess. It took all those years to see heel Cena or corporate Cena, whichever you want to dub him as. I guess we'll see for sure. They sure chose one hell of a time to pull that trigger. Oh my God. On that one. Talk about a moment to remember. Tuh! Now we know the match. Now we know the match. Only question. Will Cena be successful in winning number 17? Hmm. That is one of the questions. That is one of the questions. I tell you one thing. It's gonna be very interesting. I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat to watch the aftermath of all of this play out. After it took this long to get here, right here, right when Cena was almost out the door. Bow, here's something y'all been asking for. Remember what y'all used to ask me for back in the day? Oh, don't worry, I got it for you. I got what you need. Don't even trip. Hill Cena got folks more than anxious to see him and hear him speak now. And then they just made it even more enticing. It's like, what else can we add to the situation? At the post show, afterwards, last night, everybody waiting, ready for what Cena is going to say. I didn't think they was even going to have him show up at all, but they did. They show the camera cuts to him. He's walking. After that, it's like, what else can he say? What else can this man say that's going to add on to what we already seen? He comes into the room of bloggers and reporters with that mean mug. And I got to say this real quick, bro. Shout out to John, but sometimes it's hard to even buy the mean mug he be putting on, man. John can act decently in some of his movies, but when it comes to promos, etc., as far as in the ring, he not always that believable. And that's not a shot to John, I promise you. But when he came in at the post show, I'm like, look at John. Look at John. He sits down, picks up the mic, drops the mic, walks out. That was the best way imaginable to handle that. Now he got folk ready to eat out the palm of his hands, ready to see what he gonna say. The first few words out his mouth. Where is he gonna go with it? How's he gonna start it off, his next promo? Folks is gonna be tuning in specifically for that. Gonna be hanging on to every scene he's in, every word. The story is enticing because you notice how they said Cena is a desperate man, right? When they're telling, the storytelling at the announce table. They're talking about how desperate Cena is. His quest to be at the top of the proverbial mountain. It low key reminds me of Stone Cold, The Rock, WrestleMania 17. Austin was red hot as a baby face, had been out so long. He comes back, gets his shot at the title leading up to the match. The narrative was how desperate Austin was to regain his spot. We get the Mania, end of the match, damn near. He turns on the fans, teams up with Vince, the boss. Shades of John Cena teaming up with The Rock, the boss. Right? So many comparisons here. And there's a few others too. But it succeeds all of that. Hogan turning heel back in the 90s, it succeeds that. Here's the question. Yes, it is a historical moment. Yes, it shocked the world, the entire internet, the whole wrestling world and all of this. Does this affect his legacy in any way? When it's said and done, this might be the main thing folks remember him as, despite all those years of being that number one baby face in some folks' eyes. Elimination Chamber, March 1st, 2025, could be the defining memory of John Cena. So I just have to ask, is it a mistake to pull the heel trigger this late in the game? Or does it not matter for the same reason? Does it make it better because it is his last time being active? Because it is just about what can be done to make it as memorable of a last run as it could be, especially because this is WrestleMania season. I figured I'd just ask for debate purposes. But y'all let me know, man. Comments, thoughts, opinions. Hey, yo, what up? Going on? What's good? Realest one, slide accordingly. Mr. Slide accordingly. Like, share, subscribe, support the platform, support a real one.